Hey, what's happening, everybody? Steve Looney here from GraphicDesignerTips.com. This is episode number 8 of my new Adobe Illustrator CC 2014 series, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the magic of locking and unlocking elements. Now, in episode number 7, I went over layers and how layers are very important to your layouts in all your design programs, but I have found over time, and by speaking with many other graphic artists, that the better you get, and obviously learning how to unlock and lock elements like I'm going to show you, you will find the need to not use layers much anymore. I use layers every once in a blue moon now, but I'm mostly unlocking and locking elements throughout my design. It helps me design so much quicker and, saving things quicker and stuff like that. So on the screen right now, you're going to see a project that I did for a client of mine, and what's cool about it is I'm going to talk about, obviously, the fact if you look on the screen, you're going to notice there are 2 artboards. If we come down here, you're going to see I have 2 artboards, just like I did in an earlier video in the series. And you're going to see that everything is on one layer, okay? I don't need my background on a specific layer or anything like that. So what I want to do here is you see all this information in here, okay? The name, the phone number, all this stuff, and the magnifying glass. Well, I want to move that, okay, because maybe I want to change something or I want to put something else there, okay? So I'm going to go and grab this, and we're going to see what normally happens. Oops, I grabbed my entire background. Obviously, I didn't marquee any of this stuff, so nothing else moved. Now, before you start to lock and unlock anything, you need to know, and you will know because you'll be designing your layout, and you'll know what it's all made up of. So in my mind, I know if I pull this out, there's the grass. All right, if I pull this out, there's a blue background, and if I pull this out, here's a third background, and then there's nothing else. So I'm going to hit Command-Z to back up. All right, so now I know if I just select the grass and I lock it, it's obviously not going to select what's behind it, and I need it to select what's behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all 3 by clicking down and marqueeing. I'm going to come up into Object, Lock Selection. Okay, so that is Command 2 on a Mac. Now on a PC, that command is going to be substituted with Control. So you're going to be hitting Control 2 if you are on a Mac. I'm going to do the same thing over here, and I'm actually going to highlight the picture in this one. And without going back up here and clicking, because clicking, searching for where to click, actually, you lose some time and focus. You want to hit Command or Control 2. So now if I hit Command A by selecting all my elements, it's only going to select the things that are unlocked. And I'm just going to move them, and you're going to see what happens. Boom. Everything is locked right on the canvas. Now, in Illustrator, if you need to unlock your elements, you have to unlock everything all at once, unfortunately. So to do that, you're going to hit, on a Mac, you're going to hit Option, Command 2, and you're going to see how everything locks, all right? So I'm actually going to hit Command 2 again, just so I can show you another way to do this. On a PC, you're going to hit Control Alt 2, and this is something you just want to play around with. If you have nothing else to do today, take 10 to 15 minutes and keep doing this. Put some music on, lock and unlock elements over and over, wax on, wax off. Keep doing it till your fingers get used to the positioning, because this is something that you're definitely going to use a lot. The other way to do this is you come up to Object, Unlock All, and look, what do you know? Right next to it, it shows the keyboard command shortcut. All right, so we're going to unlock all. Now, without clicking off of anything, I want to actually lock this again, and I want to show you something else. Say, for instance, okay, now you know there's the grass, and then there's the 2 elements of blue that are unlocked behind it. All right? Actually, we should really focus on this one right now, the landscape version. Do you recall that a second ago, if I move all this, I locked that photo? Well, guess what? Maybe I locked it by accident. So what we're going to do is we are going to unlock all, okay? So let's come up here, why not? We'll click Object, Unlock All, and don't click off of anything yet. What I now want you to do is I want you to hold Shift. So this is like a little bit of a secret right here, so definitely write this down. You want to hold Shift and click on the object that you don't want to be locked anymore. I mean, of course, you're not going to be able to select those 2 blues in the back because they're hidden behind the grass. But say I don't want this image to be locked anymore. I'm going to hold down the Shift, and I'm just going to click the image and watch what happens to the image. It's the only thing that does not have a selection around it anymore. So now we're going to hit Command 2 to lock this all again. And what do you think is going to happen if I hit Command A and select all? Ready? Boom. All right. So now I was able to unlock just that one image because I unlocked everything. I went in and specifically I hit shift and then I clicked that image just to say this is the image I don't want to be locked. Okay. So you're, unchecking it, and then I relocked everything again. So if you're, do this a couple of times, go through the video, and then you'll, if you missed that, but I'm sure you're already starting to see the power of being able to unlock and lock elements. And one other thing I want to add is I'm going to talk about this in a future video about creating outlines before saving for print. But if you have text in your image, all right, I'm going to select these right here. Okay. So I'm only going to select some of them. I'm going to hit Command 2. All right. I'm now going to say, hey, all right, we're going to get this image ready for print. I'm going to select all my text. I'm going to come up to type and create outlines wherever you are. Okay. If you're going to notice on my screen, if I zoom in here, you see all the things that are outlined, but for some reason, well, not some reason, but you're going to see the name, this, and this are not created outlines. That's because I lock them. So you definitely, before creating outlines and saving, you want to make sure that everything is unlocked. Unlock all. And then you can now come up again and go to type create outlines, and I select all, and now they're all created because you do not want to have an issue with fonts. All right. I'll talk about this later, but I have to, I might as well tell you now too. You have an issue with fonts, you're going to obviously, you're going to lose time on the printing process. The printer actually might print it because you might say, hey, yeah, I don't need a proof, and they're going to print it and it's going to get to your client wrong. So, those are things that you definitely want to look out for. So I know, you definitely learned something in this video, so let me know in the comments if you anything about locking and unlocking. If you have any questions, you're a little bit confused about this, but that's it, everybody. I will see you for the next episode. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you then. Have a great night. Peace.